Joining us to discuss today's headlines is Deputy Liberal Party leader Ted O'Brien and Independent MP Monique Ryan. Good morning to both of you. Ted, is there going to be enough room in One Nation for both Barnaby and Pauline and a television camera, or is this partnership doomed?
Oh, David, who knows? I think we all suspected Barnaby was certainly going to go. The only thing is we didn't know which way. He was either going to go to One Nation or he was going to join Monique in the Teals. And so now we know he's actually chosen One Nation. So my commiserations, Monique. I know this week isn't an easy one for you.
Monique, you're disappointed?
Yeah, well, it's definitely a calamity, part of the ongoing calamity that is the coalition. But Barnaby knows where the real opposition is in the House. It's on the crossbench, and I can see why it is that he'd want to come over to the only part of the parliament which is providing an effective opposition to the government.
All right, well, look, he was on 7:30 on the ABC last night, and he was asked about Nigel Farage's Reform Party. Here's what he had to say.
Do you see any comparison with the rise in popularity of One Nation and the rise with the Reform Party in the UK under Nigel Farage?
Yes, I do. And not only that, I think Australia's late to the party.
So, Monique, given the division that we're seeing coming out of the United Kingdom right now, are you surprised to see Barnaby comparing himself to Farage? And is that a good thing for us?
Well, I think, unfortunately, that there is increasing division in Australian politics as there is elsewhere, and we're seeing a move to the far right internationally, and we're seeing it in Australia as well. Unfortunately, Barnaby is a shameless populist, and he's echoing that move to the right in a way that is not going to be helpful to Australian polity. You know, Australians prefer their politicians to be considered, to act in an evidence-based way, to act in the way that they're elected to do, and to consider the desire of the people who they're supposed to represent. Barnaby considers only his own desires, essentially. So, yeah, this is a negative move for Barnaby. I don't think it's going to have much impact in Australia. One Nation's never really affected our politics other than to sow division and distress, and that's only going to continue to be the case.
I want to move on to the Reserve Bank here. It's been branded as the Grinch that stole Christmas, with economists predicting it will keep rates on hold today. No surprises there, but it happens to coincide with Labor refusing to extend those billions of dollars worth of electricity rebates. So, Ted, I'm going to go to you now. Who's the real Grinch? Is it Jim Chalmers or is it Sandra Bullock?
Oh, look, the
Sandra
real
Bullock
Grinch
and Michelle Bullock. I wish it was Sandra Bullock, but is it Michelle Bullock?
Yeah, I was going to say something, but I better not on national
The gravity
TV
of that got to
one.
me.
David, look, at the end of the day, it's definitely Jim Chalmers who's the Grinch here, not the governor of the Reserve Bank. He dresses up as Santa, by the way, trying to give away everything he can, throws money around like there's no tomorrow. But at the end of the day, it is because Jim Chalmers keeps spending money, and that pours more money into the economy. It drives prices up. Inflation is too high. The Reserve Bank cannot reduce interest rates. That's the key issue here, and that's why Australians are going to Christmas feeling poorer, because in truth, they are.
Yeah, all right, just quickly before I let you both go, it was brat summer this year, but people are also looking for a 90s-style summer. That's according to parents of Aussie teens who are about to be locked out of the social media. So, Monique, the Herald Sun has this morning revealed that 71% of parents want their kids to have a 90s-style fun this summer. So, I mean, obviously your kids are older than 17, but do you wish this ban would have happened sooner?
I actually do have a 17-year-old. Look, you can't undo the past. There's no magic bullet that's going to take us back to the 1970s. The social media ban is not going to do that. If parents want their kids to interact with them, they should put away their own phones. And I don't think the social media ban in and of itself is going to fix all of the ills that people have with the way that they interact with their kids or young people interact with each other. I think it's poorly thought through, the social media ban. I don't think it's going to work. And unfortunately, we can't go back to the 70s purely by passing a piece of legislation.
70s? I said 90s. Did I say 70s? It's like Sandra Bullock and the 70s. Have I messed up both things? But, Ted, your kids are going to be impacted by this, but, like, let's think about the good things we had in the 90s. Tamagotchis and grunge. It was a good time. Speed. Sandra Bullock was in Speed.
That's true, she was. But I have to say the real cool kids were in the 1980s, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
By the 1990s, no, everyone's getting old by then. The cool kids were getting old anyway. Look, I'm a supporter of the ban. I'm concerned about its implementation. I think there will be some problems with that. But we do need to make sure that kids get outdoors, they have fun, get back to the basics. If you don't know what to do, parents, over the next couple of weeks, just do reruns of the Today Show, and your kids will be happy, I promise.
On VHS, they've got it on VHS. Absolutely.
Is that right? There you go.
Ted and Monique, thank you so much for your time today. And we are going to have a huge panel a little bit later on talking about the social media ban. We've got a bunch of parents, bunch of kids, bunch of experts in, a lot of both sides that we're going to talk about. Thank you both so much for your time this morning. SJ.
And